time, Rasta.
Yeah, that's right. You're locked into DJKat right here on the big bad station, arratradio.com. And we have Tanya in the studio. Come to the mic, man. So, Tanya, tell us about why you're here and why you want to talk to the people out there.
Hi everyone. So I'm here today to talk a bit about my research that I'm doing for my PhD currently. So it's looking at mixed race identity. So I myself am mixed race, or identify as mixed race. My mom is white, my dad is black, and so this is something that's quite close to my heart. For the past, I'd say, 5 years or so, I've been thinking quite critically about what that means to me. And also looking to find out more about other people's experiences of being mixed race. So that's really what my project is about. And I'm looking specifically for people who have grown up or live in Coventry and who identify as mixed race, to interview and find out more about their experiences and what they think about what it actually means to say I'm mixed race or to be mixed race.
Wow, okay. And where can people contact you if they want to get in touch with you?
So you can email me. You can find me on Facebook. So my email is t.forrest@warwick.ac.uk. And on Facebook, my name is Tana, that's Tana, Nolethu, Nolethu, Forrest, Forrest. It's a bit of a mouthful.
You have to send me that link altogether.
I know, right? Okay, I'll send you the link.
Okay, so Casey, what are your thoughts on being mixed race?
That's a broad question, isn't it?
It is.
I've got really mixed thoughts about it. Really, in one respect, I almost don't think about it.
Okay.
But then, you know, I've been the guy who, like, the angry black guy is called white boy. I've been the guy who the angry white guy is called nigger. Excuse my French. I don't think it's a French word. And I've seen a lot of that kind of thing. But I've never really, like, growing up, I always kind of just perceived myself as being like other black boys.
Okay.
But ultimately, that's not the case, and so I've got some strong Irish heritage, which I'm very proud of. And yeah, so it's just an interesting thing, really, something that you don't necessarily really take into your consciousness and understand regularly. And there's a lot of positivity, sometimes warranted, sometimes not warranted, around being mixed race, and there's a lot of negativity, sometimes warranted, sometimes not warranted, around the idea of being mixed race. And so it's interesting. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Since it's the topic of seems to be forever, what do you guys think about the royal wedding? We have a little brief discussion earlier about it, but what do you guys think about it? Do you think it's positive, negative? What are you thinking?
Tana, I'll let you
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I actually wrote something about this. It was quite brief, just before the wedding took place, and it was kind of talking about how, on the one hand, it's great that there's somebody in a predominantly and historically white space who's proudly kind of saying, you know, I'm biracial and black. That's how Meghan Markle identifies, and who's written about it and kind of is open about that. I think that's really important, especially in terms of representation, like in her politics, that she's kind of out there saying that she wants to, you know, make a stand against inequality. So we'll see if that's the case. I think that the royal wedding showed that she's capable of doing that, by having a black gospel choir, an African-American reverend who spoke about slavery and quoted Martin Luther King in a space like that with the royals. I mean, that's pretty, I doubt that's ever happened before. I know it hasn't happened before. So in that sense, she really made a political statement. We'll see if that continues. On the other hand, I think that the fact that we focus so much on her race is also something that we should think critically about. Like, why is it that because she's not white, everyone has something to say? Whereas with, you know, Kate Middleton, it was just the fact that, you know, this is William's girlfriend because she was white. So that process of racialization is something that we really need to think about, and why it is that people of color are constantly, you know, called out for that, and, you know, their race has to be discussed so much. Like, what does that mean? Yeah.
What about yourself?
I think it goes kind of back to what I was saying earlier when I was talking about the event that we met at.
Yeah.
Is this idea of othering.
Mm.
So, you know, Kate Middleton was just, as Tana said, it was just Will's girlfriend.
Yeah.
But I always called her Rachel then.
Yeah.
But Meghan Markle was Harry's black girlfriend.
Yeah.
And or biracial mixed race girlfriend. What she couldn't just be his girlfriend, and that is this idea of, you know, there's like white and other, and so we think about people as white people, and then everybody else has to be a black person or an Asian person or a Chinese person or whatever it might be. You have to qualify what they are before you put them as a person. In terms of the royal wedding, I think great for them. They're happy, they're in love, whatever. Fantastic, that's lovely. In the grand scheme of things, what difference is it going to make? I don't know. I doubt much difference. And that's not in a kind of like in a dismissive or negative way. But when you grow up where I grew up, you know, I always vote. I always watch certain things in politics, but how much of it trickles down to make an impact to that one person who comes out their house this morning and is a black man in London, getting pressured by the police, or is a black girl in Handsworth in Birmingham having people treat her a certain way because they have a preconception of what a black girl is. How much of that's going to change? I don't think very much, to be honest. And that's where we're at, I think.
Definitely. So I think your research topic is very interesting. I hope people lock in and obviously send me the details. Obviously you can chat with Casey as well if he wants to chat with you. Just putting you up there. But yeah, thank you both for coming in. Obviously I want everybody to big you up, pick you up, whatever it may be, like you, everything on your poetry, and I hope people start